is, baby.
African Americans here, but they recently moved here from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. But now the brother whose family's lived in this country for generations, occupying space in all the locations, New York, Miami, LA, Detroit, Chicago, even if he's wearing a dashiki and sporting an afro. And if you go to Africa in search of your race, you'll find out quick, you're not an African American. You're just a black American in Africa taking up space. Why you keep trying to attach yourself to a continent where even if you got the chance to go and you went, most people that wouldn't even claim you as one of them, as a purebred daughter or son of them. Your heritage is right here now, no matter what you call it.
Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, there's so many, hey, there's so many, yo, there's so many, yo, there's so many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't gotta lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young, conscious, you, my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the deuce. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't what you really could do, cause we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't switch side with no cruise, we just stayed out of the loop. Now we out here letting it loose, every shot we took it was swoosh. Gotta get it, ain't no excuse, ain't left to prove. Hey, yeah, hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, there's so many, hey, there's so many, yo, there's so many.
Yeah, ask them a real question, yeah, I bet it's all lies. Hey, they won't cross that line for a fact that's offsides. Hey, too much penalties when they run this back, yeah, it's fines. Hey, could've been here with us, but we do not force no vibes. Hey, she gon' ride the whip and let me park it in the driveway. They just want the praise, like they Yahweh. Getting so much bread, yeah, the ride way. We done already won, yeah, that's worth the ride way. But they still lying right through their teeth, and they still hiding behind many truths. They was D9, watch my every move, tell them keep time. Leave that shit on scene, I ain't replying. Less I know you, that don't mean I'm Hollywood, that just mean I'm Hollywood. All y'all, I probably stood on the falls, all cause. More times I probably should. I don't know nobody like us, you see how much time it took.
Yeah, hey, there's so many lies, so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies, so many, there's so many, hey, there's so many, yo, there's so many. Hey, there's too many lies, hey. Yeah, like some Indies, Diamond. Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far where I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense, but nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So yeah, don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants, and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion, we probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering. I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey. Good morning. Hey now. It's been a few days. Hey now. Look here. Is that music too loud? I turned it down. Is it too loud? Could y'all hear me okay? I know I got a big mouth. Hey. Demisha. Jeremy. Lady Moon. Hey, y'all. Don't even pop it. You about to get attacked for that, boy. Y'all joke. Y'all gonna stop. Y'all, you about to get attacked, action and results. Oh man, you about to get attacked today. You about to get served. Girly. Girly don't want the problem in the morning. Girly, don't delete nobody today. Let them stay in the chat, y'all. We about to show them. They gonna have to prove it, because it don't make no sense. And we gonna show you how it don't make no damn sense. How when you're black, you are truly hidden from society. When you are black, labeled as black on census sheet documents and anything, it's because your true identity as a people is hidden. That's why you're put in as black. It is not, you cannot, society and on the books and for book writing purposes and paper trail purposes, you cannot be identified as who you originally were as a people. And I'm telling you, there is no way. Good morning. Good morning, first of all. Grand Rising, or however you want to say it. Grand Rising. And I'm not going to be on here all damn day, because I've been so busy, tired in other chats, watching while I've been working. And I just do not answer. I have not been answering my phone, because I'm that overwhelmed. And I must stress to you and to everybody. Hey, Jeremy. Mall stated Bronx flat power. I didn't even say hi. Girly, hey beautiful, with your crazy butt. Lady Moon, I know y'all still wiping the coal out y'all eyes. Hey there, Misha. I know you wiping the coal out your eyes there, Misha. I know you still in the bed too. And you better not be in that bed with 50 Cent. I know it, because I'm watching you. I got spies watching you there, Misha. Hey, Brederick. Hey, Doug. Hey. The realest N-word alive. Darius. Hey, Teddy. There he is. Oh. 10AC King. What's good? They got us cut the crap. Because I refuse to hide my true identity in these here 50 states. It's over. This shit is over. For real. As far as hiding us as a people of who we truly are. We were here. We were always here. Okay? We are from this soil. We weren't brought here. Okay? We always been here and everybody came. And that's a fact. All these misnomer names that have been given to us by society. Everybody but who we truly are. Okay? You try the whiting out of our history, whitewashing of our history. That shit is capped. It's over. Okay? It's truly over. All right? Our first encounter dealing with Black Europeans from Europe, contracting with them, doing business with them. We Negroes, okay, as you call us in society, as Obama tried to wipe out, you ain't getting rid of that neither. As long as that shit's on my birth certificate, it's you ain't get rid of it, Obama. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna make us what you are. Not happening. Because we're not. And this is what I despise me about Obama. And y'all sellout Negroes. Okay? A lot of y'all sellout Negroes are probably really are Africans. But you're not putting that identity on my granny. You will not disrespect my ancestors with those horrible names. Black, colored. As long as that shit still exists on my records, okay? My mother's a colored. All right? My granny's colored. Put everybody as colored. For real. I'm tired of it. Y'all gonna stop this. Always trying to hide that Negro. Don't wanna, never, ever. We gotta hide the Negro. Gotta hide them. Can't let it be known who they really are. We don't want them to know that we took this land. We don't want their descendants to know that we conquered this land from. We already fucking know. We already been new. Stop the bullshit. For real. And I'm telling you. Back in those days, this is not who the hell was here. These are not the farm owners in the South. Their kids, descendants, hell no. Don't even try it. Didn't no Africans, and I repeat, didn't no Africans own no damn farms here in these 50 states. And neither these people. These are not the owners of the farmlands in the South. It don't make no damn sense. We're going to stop this. Okay? We are not the same people as these people. The arrogance of white men and because we have our skin colors the same. So what? That don't mean we the same people. Same thing with people from India. They have their own landmass and they're aboriginal to their landmass. But we're not the same people. Sorry, Kamala Harris. We're not. We are not the same people. We have the same shades of skin, but we're not the same people. They were aboriginal to the landmass they're from. These are not the farmers in the South with the fake story that they beat our ancestors and enslaved them. Ain't no way in the hell he's beating Pookie and Ray Ray's grandpas. Not happening. However, these are the famous Indian fighters. Okay? Not colored fighters. These are the famous Indian fighters. They are Indians and they fight. Y'all not gonna stop. Y'all gonna stop this shit. We gonna go here. Because this is what it's all about. These are not Africans fighting in the Civil War. These are Indians. You change them to be coloreds and Negroes. All right? Ain't no way in hell no Africans own no damn farmlands in the South. Not Africans. So kill the African American name, because that ain't who we are. Ain't no way in the hell that that's going down. All right? Especially, you damn right, it's a hot mess what they're doing. Ain't no way in the hell. These are Indians. These are Indians being governors in the 1700s. This is not an African governor. Stop. You're not hiding us no more. It's over. If you're going to let men be women, okay, and you're going to let the Indians reveal themselves. But they're revealing it to you. Let's go there. Y'all ready? Give me a 1 if y'all ready to get it in with some little thunder. Don't delete nobody today, y'all. Let them suffer in the chat. Because the more the United States, see, it's not the white man. Y'all got to get off the white man's back. Serious. It's our people. And the white man is really sitting back saying, look, I'm not going to be part of y'all really identifying who y'all are. All right? That's the white man's stance, because he don't give a fuck. And I don't blame the white man. Y'all be too much on the white man's ass. Y'all got to get off the white man's ass. Leave him alone. Thus says Thunder. I'm not playing today. Leave the white man alone. Y'all, give me a 1, all right? Give me some fire, y'all. If y'all ready to get it in with the thunder. Come on. Let's get the thunder going. Come on, y'all. Throw up some fire, because we ready. It's ready. You should have woke up and already have your coffee by now. Why is my camera bugging today? Okay, there it is. Y'all should be ready. Should be ready. All right. All right. So, hey, my dear. All right. Nadine. Hey. Beverly Mayfield. All right, y'all. So let's read an article that was sent to me by Sachi. Okay. Then we're going to gradually move into it. I'm going to read this article that Sachi sent. Okay. Hey, John. Hey, y'all. Good morning. So let's read this article. Okay. Because see, the white man don't give a damn. Hold up, y'all. Y'all know I got to get my smokes. I don't know why I didn't even have them over here. I'm done. I'm coming. Oh, all right. I still got my granny. The older I get, the more I get like my granny. I be having on my granny dress and shit. Granny dress. I'm doing my granny dress in YouTube Live. I love y'all so much, man. I be just enjoying myself in chat rooms. And shout out to the Callaways, man. I love Dan Galloway. I'm serious. That's just my heart, man. Him and his wife. Yo, throw up some fire for the Callaways right now, y'all. Let's put some respect on the Callaways, please. Please put some respect. Throw up some fire for the Callaways, y'all. I'm got to throw up the fire for the Callaways, man, because I mean they've been dealing with some hating ass people. I'm serious. Let's throw up some fire for the Callaways, because it is what it is. Y'all, let's get that fire rolling for them Callaways, because I see why people be hating on them. I'm serious. Let me see. Is this right? Or is this right? Do I got this? Oh, yeah, I got it down right. Yep, that fire for them Callaways. I'm sorry. I love the Callaways. The Callaways ain't no joke. And they suffering this jealousy and hate, But I stand by them. I stand by I'm sorry. I stand by the Callaways because they share so much information and put so much in perspective for us. I'm serious. And if you an enemy of Dan Calloway, you my enemy too. And I'm just putting it out there. If you're an enemy and a hater of Dan Calloway, then you my enemy too. For real, for real. You my enemy. For real. Jealousy is real in our community. And that's why we so divided. Shout out to Brother Sanchez for beating the shit out of Tazayak, the Hebrew Israelite dude. Man, that's a whole nother story. But Sanchez whooped his ass. Serious. The other day. So shout out to Sanchez for that. Put them damn Hebrews in their place, man. Because these people just don't get it. I'm not even gonna go there. But really, me, I'm on the defense for the white man. Leave the white people alone. For real, because they don't give a fuck. And I'm using Indian language today. This is how I relate with my community, because see, it seems like this is the only way they understand you, when you're using their word usage. Okay. Now, I ain't saying white people don't use the F word and the B word and all that, but we use it quite frequently. And leave the white people alone, because they don't really give a fuck about what you call yourself. If you want to call yourself a monkey, call yourself a monkey. The white guy don't care. He just gonna put it on the paper because he's taking your orders. He's not giving you the orders. You wanted to be called a Negro, so they put it down. So leave the white people the fuck alone, okay? Because we got leaders who did this shit to us, okay, that look like us. And we got leaders who's doing this shit to us that look like us, that ain't us. And I'm serious. We're our own people. And I'm not playing with y'all today. I'm not playing with none of you paying boo-boos today, because we about to check y'all at the door. For real, for real. Yeah, I got my little eyelashes on, y'all. All right, y'all, let's get it. Let's read an article Sachi gave to me. And I'm like, you can't make this shit up. It was written. Where's this damn article? I'm going to read it. Let me get the article up. All right, here we go. Let's go. This was in, I got to take the banner down because I already got the fair use up. So this was written in July 24th, 1912. Okay. And in 1912, Negro race had billions. Has billion in the United States. This is a actual factual newspaper article. Serious. July 24th, 1912. Negro race has billion in United States. How did Africans get billions in the United States? It makes no sense. Slave people were slave beating on it back. The little fake story is really cap. Now it's over. Stop with the bullshit. White man beat you on the back with a whip. That was your damn granddaddy and grandparents whooping your ass, because they're the ones that owned your ass and sold your asses. Wasn't even, I'm serious. They're going to stop the bullshit. So It says, Negro race has billion in the United States. Return of colored people to dark continent is impossible owing to material progress made by them. It is announced. Kansas City, Missouri. Disfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa. That's a question. Disfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa? And it goes on to saying, absurd, impossible. More than $1 billion worth of United States real estate, which he owns in his own name in the United States, is not easily to be taken from him. Besides, the Negro is not an African. I say. I'm going to read it again. Disenfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa? Absurd. Impossible. More than $1 billion worth of United States real estate, which he owns in his own name in the United States, is not easily to be taken from him. Besides, the Negro is not an African. I'm done. Yo, this is a primary source, okay, telling you that the Negro is not an African. He is an American. African is a misnomer. Why try to send him to a country which is not his own? Ow! Ow! This is a primary source, okay? Written in 1912. They're telling you publicly in a primary source that the Negro here is not an African. And why the fuck are you going to try to send him to Africa, send him to a country that's not his own? Why? Because he is an American. The news know what the truth. That's the truth right there. That's the truth right there. You are being told. You have just been informed. YK, Shay Shun, not a coincidence. Get your ass back. And before you step up on the premises, get the crust out your mouth, off the side of your mouth, the little nasty crust off the side of your mouth, and the nasty coal out your eyes. Brush your teeth. Wash your butt before you step to the premises today. Because the Negro is not an African. He is an American. African is a misnomer. Why try to send him to a country which is not his own? Because America is his own goddamn country. They're letting you know back then. This is what happens when you let pastors and religious leaders run your communities. They're the one hiding your damn identity in the name of Jesus. So I'm going to start pimp slapping pastors. Y'all gonna stop this. This shit is over, man. We was on the DL for a lot of years. A lot of years. I'm coming back to this article in a second. Because I told y'all this shit, and I can't express it enough. In 1830, just a year after taking office, Jackson pushed a new piece of legislation called the Indian Removal Act through both houses of Congress. It gave president power to negotiate removal treaties with Indian tribes living east of the Mississippi. Your ass is east of the Mississippi. Under these treaties, the Indians were to give up their lands east of the Mississippi in exchange for lands to the west. Now, here we go. Those wishing to remain in the East would become citizens of their home state. That's where that Negro ass is at. That's where that a Negro remained. He ain't go. Stayed here to be a damn farmer. I'm tired of trying to make sense to y'all. Now, I don't show you two primary sources. We gonna stop the monkey shit. We too cute for this, y'all. Girly girl, Lady Moon, Bad Saint. We too cute for this. Where Empress Holbert? I ain't seen her in a minute. Beverly, we too cute for this. Y'all know we fine. Anyway, Indian girls roll their necks like this. African girls don't do this. They go like this. I can't even fucking do it. I don't have enough teeth on the bottom to do it. So I definitely ain't African. We do this. We roll our necks. Africans don't do that. We do. Africans do that. We do this. Sign language. We always use sign language, and we still do to this day. That's us. Ain't no way we like them. No hate for them at all. But we just different. That's all. Let me see where this damn thing is. No, that's not it. I know. We different. We are very, very different. Where is it? We don't even dance alike. I'm about to share this. Oh, wait a minute. This ain't it. Where the hell is my stuff at? I know I got it in here. Oh, here it is. I knew I had it. Our styles are very different as a people. And you about to see this right now. We don't dance like them. We're very different. All right? Let's get it, y'all. Wait, I need to put this on. I can prove to you we don't dance like that. Our moves are different. We're different. We're not the same people. All right. Let's go. Get your motherfucking laugh on. Oh no, look at Jason. Y'all know, this is Jason. Jason. So y'all know we got to show the difference. That was Shay Sun getting his dance on. Okay. That was Shay's son. You know, he hides behind that camera, but I found him getting it in. Okay. So let's get back to our lesson, y'all. Let's get it. All right. Where did we go? African was moving their feet. All right, y'all. Let's get it. We got to get it, y'all. Okay, so let's take it from the top again. Disfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa. That's a question. Disfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa? What? What are you talking about? And they go into saying, that's absurd. Impossible. More than $1 billion worth of United States real estate, which he owns in his own damn name in the United States, is not easily to be taken from him. Besides, the Negro is not an African. He's an American. African is a misnomer. Why try to send him to a country which is not his own? Hello? So says Dr. J.R. Hawkins of North Carolina, Secretary and Commissioner of Education for the African Methodist Episcopal Church, a delegate to the General Conference at the Allen Chapel. Dr. Hawkins has made a study of the business status of his race in connection with his regular work as one of their foremost educators. It probably will startle the world when it realizes that we have acquired in the last 50 years over 1 billion in real estate. Now, this article was written in 1912, July 4th. Stop. 1912 minus 50. Now, he's stating that in the last 50 years, over 1 billion in real estate. And he's talking in 1912 on July 24th. So when you take 50 years off of 1912, that takes you back to the Reconstruction time. Okay, 1862. How in the fuck is an African slave that's supposed to be getting his back whooped, okay, by white guys? So white guys are now relieved from that bullshit story. I'm relieving them based on this article of y'all saying that white masters, taskmasters whoop your back with whips and stuff. Leave white people alone, because I'm gonna beat your ass if I hear you talking about the white guy again and them beating our people. I'm gonna beat your ass. So in 1912, he's saying for the last 50 years, they had $1 billion in real estate. How is an African that was getting his back whooped, and this is in 1862, slavery was not over. So this tells you that the master of your house was your damn daddy and granddaddy, because this was in 1862. Since 1862, they've acquired $1 billion in real estate because it's Reconstruction time. It's changed the way we own land. Okay. So how did all these Africans get all this goddamn money to buy real estate, $1 billion's worth? Do you know how much money $1 billion was in 1912? Come on, y'all, let's get it. It probably will startle the world when it realizes that we have acquired in the last 50 years over $1 billion in real estate, Dr. Hawkins said. And that is only the beginning of the rapid forward march which the Negro is making as a businessman. The Negro could not help being a businessman. He was surrounded with it in the years of his slavery. Okay? Your own grandparents owned your ass during slavery. He was taught how to drive a bargain in horses or real estate, even if his master didn't teach him how to read and write. That was your granddaddies. Y'all need to wake up. So now we got a whole different story and the life of the Negro. He was surrounded by business and bargaining. Master of the house. That means the head of the house. They changed it from master to head of household on census sheets. He was surrounded. There are 400 self-supporting newspapers. Now, this is in 1912. He's telling this story. That there were 400 self-supporting newspapers, daily and weekly, owned and published by Negroes in the United States. 3,000 physicians have been graduated from Negro and white schools and are now practicing among their people. 2,000 lawyers have been admitted to the bar in the United States courts of justice, and 380 authors are found among our race. We own 41 damn schools and colleges, representing an investment of 38,000 and 38 million. Let me read that again. We own 41 schools and colleges representing and investing 38 million, and 45 million has been spent in church property for Negroes. Negro men own and control 51 banks, which are prosperous and flourishing, and 650,000 has been invested in Negro libraries. And it is significant that in the Southland, all right, y'all ready? Negroes own 180,000 farms on which 50 years ago they toiled to the crack of the slave driver's whip. Really? So how they gonna own now we talking down south? They own 180,000 goddamn farms. That's a lot of farms. You said these are not the Negroes that own the farms down south. We gonna cut it, yo. And these are not the Negroes that own 180,000 farms down south. Okay. However, these Indian fighters did. You damn Skippy. Yo, let's let that sink in. And it is significant that in the Southland, Negroes own 180,000 farms. Yo, let's let that sink in. Okay, they own 180,000 farms. Let it sink in for a minute. That's what I'm talking about, Monty. This is what we talking about. That's right, Monty. Where is it now? Who stole it? Tell him, Monty. On some real stuff. Tell it, sister, baby girl. Where is it now? Who stole it? There you go, baby. That's the grand question. Hey, Theo. What's up, Bridgeport? Yeah, my home state. Aha. Where is it? We can't be playing these little games. You're not hiding us no more. It's over. Stop. Gen X is here. And we're the ones and millennials telling you who we are. You took this right away from Granny and Grandpa. We took it away from them saying who they are. Ain't no hush hush. Okay? If a man could change his sex and a woman change his sex, we can uncover our sheets that we've been under for so long as aboriginals to this damn land. Let's get back to it, y'all. The Negro is a born American and he feels it is his country. You damn right. Africa has no call for him. It is as a fairy tale to him. You damn Skippy. Pestilence and disease are not uncommon in Africa, but American nurtures him and makes him strong. And he likes it and intends to stay in it. You damn right. Why would we leave our own fucking country? That doctrine is being taught our schools. In our schools. Now, you're telling you it's doctrine. That's the doctrine that's being taught in our schools. That doctrine. Because what I just read to you is doctrine about the African. It's doctrine. Bullshit. That doctrine is being taught in our schools. It's being taught to 1,650,000 children in the public schools. It's doctrine. It's a lying ass doctrine. The Negro does not ask for any special legislation in his favor. He is willing to take his chance and is confident that he can bear his own burden as well as the white man. And toward that end, we are striving to educate our ignorant poor, make healthy the weak, and to help more Negroes to own their own homes and farms. That's what the goal was back then, after all that Reconstruction and shit. Facts. I'm done. So now, because that story's out, you see, you got these Democrats trying to do this shit, trying to hide shit. So now the Democrats gonna come out with their little story. We can't let them know. Are we really? Are you really ready to reveal who the Indian is? Not taxed. They got to come up with this story because Native American was not a fucking terminology used back in the 1800s. We all know that's a new word. So here the Democrats go with their little bullshit story. This shit is funny. Now, in 1887, President Governor Cleveland passed a Dawes Act, also known as the General Allotment Act or Dawes Severity Act, which gave the federal government the authority to break up tribal lands and grant small plots of land to individual Native Americans. Yo, Native Americans or Negroes? Put the answer in the chat. Native Americans or Negroes? I'm going to wait for y'all to break up tribal lands. And who the fuck you think this was happening to? Yo, I'm going to sit here. For Native Americans or Negroes? Get the goddamn story right. Let's go. I'm going to sit here. Native Americans or Negroes? Are they talking about Native Americans or Negroes? Put the right answer in the chat because they're talking about the same goddamn Negroes I just read that news article to you about. So I'm putting the first answer in. Are they talking about breaking up the tribes, individual tribes? Because the Negroes are the one with the 180,000 goddamn farms. So who you think they was talking about? Let's go. Native Americans or Negroes? Write the answer in the chat. I'm gonna wait until you write the answer in the chat. Let's go.
Yeah. Conscious. Maddie.
Yo, you're supposed to be writing. Who are they talking about? We're not talking about we're talking about the damn farmers. Okay? The individual plots. Okay, they were talking about Negroes with the farmlands. Yo, so the answer, Negro or Native Americans? Tribes, or they breaking up? Native American tribes or Negroes that was in tribes? Let's go. Put the answer in the chat. Native Americans or Negroes? I put Negroes. Let's go, y'all. I'm going to wait until you put the answer in the chat. You better say it's Negroes. Let's go.
ISO. Dama. Woo! Hey, it's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, it's so many lies.
Come on, y'all.
Yo, it's so many. Hey, it's so many. Yo, it's so many.
Y'all supposed to be typing Negroes in the chat. Wake up. I know it's early. Get the coal out your eyes and type Negroes in the chat room. Because that's the answer. I'm going to wait until you do.
I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't what you really could do, cause we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't switch side with no cruise, we just stayed out of the loop. Now we out here letting it loose, every shot we took it was swoosh. Gotta get it, ain't no excuse, ain't left to prove. Hey, yeah, hey, so many lies, so many lies. Hey, it's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, it's so many, hey, it's so many, yo, it's so many.
Yeah, ask them a real question, yeah, I bet it's all lies. Hey, they won't cross that line for a fact, that's offsides. Hey, too much penalties when they run this back, yeah, it's fines. Hey, could've been here with us, but we do not force no vibes. Hey, she gon' ride the whip and let me park it in the driveway. They just want the praise like they Yahweh. Getting so much bread, yeah, the ride way. We done already won, yeah, that's worth the ride way. But they still lying right through their teeth, and they still hiding behind many truths. They was D9, watch my every move.
All right, y'all. So, let's get back to this little document because they're talking about us when they're writing this, not the Native Americans. Listen, now, I just read you the news article from 1912. Now, read the similarities in both in this article and that one. Trying to clean shit up, it's not going to work. In 1887, President Grover Cleveland passed the Dawes Act, also known as the General Allotment Act or Dawes Severity Act, which gave the federal government the authority to break up tribal lands and grant small plots of land to individual Native Americans. They're talking about our people. The act's goal was to encourage Native Americans to become farmers and ranchers and to assimilate them into mainstream U.S. society. Excuse me. The act also aimed to divide Native Americans and eliminate the social cohesion of tribes. Okay? They never wanted the tribes to reformulate. So now they're telling you that they wanted them to become farmers and ranchers. Okay? And who you think the farmers and ranchers are? No, not you dudes. No, no, no. You got your own land in South America and Central America. No, because remember, the Negro is not an African. However, we got some goddamn Indian fighters right here. And I just read you the article of the 180,000 farms owned by the Negroes. Okay, so if they own 180,000 farms, are you trying to tell me, oh yeah, we want y'all to own farms too? Get your ass out of here. All the whole time they're talking about our people. We owned the farms in the South. That's what they wanted us to become after Reconstruction. And during Reconstruction, that's what we're going to be. They're going to be the farmers of the South. 180,000. Now, these dudes are not included in that number. Nope. No. It's these people right here. The famous Indian fighters. Let's finish reading. The act designated 160 acres of farmland or 320 acres of grazing land to the head of each Native American family. Yo, who was the head of households? Grandpa. The land was held in a trust by the federal government so the Native American could use it but not sell or lease it out without the government's approval. After 25 years, the Native American would receive complete ownership of the land and could sell or lease it to anyone. The act was based on the idea that if Native Americans adopted white clothing and ways and were responsible for their own farm, they would gradually drop their Indianness and be assimilated into white American culture. Pookie, Ray Ray, Grandpa, did you drop your Indianness? Hey, Copper, Aborigines, Bad Saint, did y'all drop y'all Indianness? Did you drop your Indianness and assimilate into white American culture? Yes, you did. You're going to their churches, you're a pastor, you're wearing suits like them and all that other stuff. Even though anyone showed a video of us wearing suits and shit anyway. But anyway, who dropped their Indianness and became Baptist minister, First Baptist Church, Mount Mississippi Baptist Church? Some Native Americans beginning to adapt to the culture, adopting the values of the dominant society and learning how to use their land effectively to become prosperous farmers. So, who became the prosperous goddamn farmers? Who are these prosperous farmers? Yo, I'm not playing. Because see, that you can't make this shit up. Who became the prosperous? We just read you the whole article. All the shit these Negroes own. These Indians. Reconstruction. Our people reconstructed it this way. Okay? What you keep doing is giving the white man all this power over these Negroes that they did not have. And they will tell you that, look, God damn it, my family came here in the 1900s. Ain't got shit to do with enslaving no damn black people. That's why I said, leave the white guy alone. Okay? Leave him alone. Leave white people alone. I'm going to start making a law. You mess with white people, you going to jail. Yo, the prosperous farmers. I just showed you here. 180,000 farms. That's a lot of goddamn farms in the South. Yo, we own all these farms in the South. Yeah, they're gone now. Yeah, I know the land theft. Come on now. 180,000 farms. Now, yo, you can't make this shit up. You need to stop. So, here we go. I'll read this one. And, let's read this a little bit. Or I think I want this one. There's so many of these articles just going viral. And the same goddamn farmers' descendants. LDF laws release of $2 billion in payments to over 43,000 farmers as remedy to discrimination in USDA farm lending. Today, the United States Department of Agriculture announced the distribution of $2 billion in financial assistance to over 43,000 farmers, ranchers, and forest landowners who previously experienced discrimination when applying to USDA farm loan programs. These payments provided through the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 come 2 years after the bill was passed into law. In response to today's announcement by President Biden, yeah, that's all your ass could do is announce it. And Agriculture Secretary, what you want that so you can get a vote? Boy, get your ass out of here. Because he'd be the same Democrat to take the shit back from you. Because they're the ones who wouldn't give it to you in the first place. And now they'll be the same ones that take that money back. They're going to look up some law and say, oh, you fraudulently claim this. The same damn dirty snake Democrats are going to do that to you. So I don't give the Biden administration and Kamala no credit for this shit. You ain't getting none from me. By the time you reach the alpha, omega, and beta generations, there'll be lawsuits saying that your goddamn grandparent filled out for this shit right here, and you were awarded money and you shouldn't have got it. Yep, that's what's gonna happen because the Democrats that's what they do. So if you vote in Democrat, you a damn fool. You better vote Trump. Since 2022, we have called for the swift implementation of this IRA provision, given the severe discrimination Black farmers have faced, as made evident by the nearly $326 billion in land loss they've experienced. We are pleased to see the resources are finally getting to farmers and their families who have waited on this relief for decades. Yeah, probably decades. That would be about right. 1912. Let me see. When they had the goddamn farm. That's 112 years ago from the date of reading that article in 1912. So that's 10 decades, 11 decades, because every decade is what, 10 years? So those are the decades they're talking about from the time we Indians, Negro, Indians not taxed, owned 180,000 farms in the South. Oh, I would love to see that, Empress. I'm going to put the link in the chat in a minute. We commend the Biden administration. Well, I don't. I'm not even reading that section of it. Matter of fact, I'm done reading it. Because that'd be the same motherfuckers that come back later and take this shit right back from you like they've been doing. And I was looking at this. I'm going to put this article in the chat. Copy. Stream. Yeah, y'all know about this. Black farmers in America. 1865 to 2000. The pursuit of independent farming and the role of cooperatives in the South. Here's this article for this, exactly what I'm reading. You know, it's cool to read it. You should look at what our ancestors did. These are the same Indians that they converted to mainstream white society. That was us, boo boo. Independent Farming Initiatives, 1886 to 1932. 1886 to 1932. Wait, y'all. Now, y'all remember, I just showed you this. This is why I said Native Americans and Riva. Look at in 1887, y'all, you got to look at the hijack. Yo, Native Americans or Negroes. Oh, you're talking about the Negroes. This is in 1887. Look at the date. All right. Now, what is this date? Independent farming in 1886. That's why I said it wasn't these woo-woo-woos that they tried to hide you with, replace you with, these Native Americans or whatever they try to replace you with. Because right here in 1886, same as that. See, you gotta look at what you gotta look at what they do. Independent Farming Initiative, 1886. Talking about those Negroes. So you can read this. Yo, see, you read that article and read about your ancestors. In that article, I told you, look, I'm not going through this because I want to let BAP go alive. Right here, you look at the cotton pickers, baby. That was us. We became the farmers, changed to kill the Indian, save the man. That's all this is about. It's 28 pages, and it's a great read. Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina. Y'all got to understand. Our people. All right. There's the cows. We're not going to play their little semantic games. And we're not hiding anymore. This is why we're teaching our history of who we are. We're not hiding no damn more. We're not hiding no more. Just like this article tells you. Disfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa? What? Absurd. Impossible. They're telling you what? What the hell are you going to send him there? More than $1 billion worth of United States real estate, which he owns in his own goddamn name in the United States, is not easily to be taken from him. Besides, the Negro's not an African. Besides, the Negro is not an African. He's an American. That's what this primary source says. African is a misnomer. Why try to send him to a country which is not his own? So folks got tired of that shit. And what was the result of having all that goddamn land? What was the result of us flourishly having shit? It's called burn down Black Wall Street all over the U.S. That's what happened to our Indian ancestors. But I'm going to stop there because I don't need to go any further. That's enough. That's a mouthful. It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful. Why send the Negro to a country that's not his own? Because it ain't. Africa ain't its country. The Negro is not an African, not the Negro here on the mainland. No, sir. Primary source. Written. It's a rap by Shayshawn. Now, he can do his little dance that he does. Where is he? We not gonna play these games. We're gonna let Shayshawn do his little dance, y'all. So see, we can't dance like that. But Shay Shun, this is what happened to Shay Shun when he think that he got us. But doodle butt. You can't do it. You can't, boo-boo. Sorry. Where does it go? I'm sorry, Shay Sean. But you stink. Where is it? Here it is. Where Shay Sean. Sorry, y'all. We got a primary source telling us who the hell we are. It's over. So now you can go back and do your little dance. All right, y'all. I done had enough. That's Shay Shun, y'all. When he be coming up in the chat room and shit. But I'm gonna open up the panel for a little bit and wait for y'all to come up. I'm gonna give y'all a little while to come up. Let me give you a minute. And if nobody comes up, we can go to BAP channel. There's the link in the chat. I would like to hear your thoughts on this. All are welcome to the panel. So I'm sorry, Sunday, but that legs was going. Oh, but y'all come on up. It's time. Let's talk about it for a little bit and then move on. Because I'm gonna move on with the rest of my day. Let's go. I'm waiting for y'all.
ISO. Dama. Woo! Hey, it's too many lies, too many lies. Hey, it's too many lies, too many lies. Yo, it's too many.
Let's go, y'all. Come on up.
Yo, it's too many. Yo, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. They know that.
The panel is open, y'all. Come on up here, y'all.
Chucking the dudes, yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. We used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't what you really could do, cause we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't switch side with no cruise, we just stayed out of the loop. Now we out here letting it loose, every shot we took it was swoosh. Gotta get it, ain't no excuse, ain't left to prove.
Yeah, Copper, you just got to turn your YouTube off, beautiful. All right. Hey, Bamu. Hey, Copper. What's good?
Everything's good. From another mister.
Hey, now.
I am hotter than fish grease.
Go ahead with your fish grease.
Bamu, what's happening, brother?
What's up, my brother from another mother?
Hey, everything's good, man. That sister Bethy, I'm gonna be stuttering because I know it's gonna come out of me. So I gotta calm down, really. That article.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh, okay.
About the Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
About them billions. Okay. How old is that article?
That was in 1912.
Okay, that's 1912.
Yep.
We're in 2024. So what I want everybody in the chat to know is that there's a map that shows the commodity of what comes out of every state in America that y'all not familiar with. And in every state, it's about 1 point on up to 4.2 billion per state of these commodities that belong to our ancestors and our grandparents and our great grandparents, which comes down to us as their descendants. Now, with that being said, let me say this right now, because there's a lot of people in the chat. Y'all must not be Negroes, because when the sister said Native American or Negroes, only but a couple of us put the word Negro in the chat. And I said, something ain't right with this picture. So all y'all in the chat, y'all must not be Negroes, or you must not be the bloodline of the Negroes. That's why you can't write that word. There it is, right there. So y'all in the chat, only but a few of us know that we're Negroes. The rest of you, y'all must be freeloaders in the chat. And I'm gonna put you on blast, because I'm that one to do this. Now, I only seen about 3 or 4 of us that put that word Negro in the chat. It wasn't many, because we can back it up. We can go all the way back up to, she can take this all the way back up just to show you from the time she mentioned that. And there's only been a few people that came in the chat that was not in the chat, who said they weren't in the chat and they didn't know what you was talking about. So I wrote in the chat, Sister Bethy, could you please repeat the question so that those that just came in the chat know exactly what you just said?
I said, okay, here we go. I'm just going to read this.
Now they're going to put it in there. Watch the chat. Now they're going to put the word Negro in there, because I'm getting on them. The rest of y'all can get the hell out the chat. I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't put the word Negro in there and you can get out of here. Bye. Because you're an African. We know what your ass is now.
Return of the colored people to dark continent is impossible, owing to material progress made by them. It is announced. Disfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa? What? Absurd. Impossible. More than $1 billion worth of United States real estate, which he owns in his own name in the United States, is not easily to be taken from him. Besides, the Negro is not an African. He's an American. African is a misnomer. Why try to send him to a country which is not his own? Because the Negro is the American. All it means is Black Indian. Negro. He's an American. You're damn right. Why are you going to try to send him to a country that is not his own country? That's somebody else's damn country. I keep telling y'all we from this soil. So if you granny and great granny and great granny got Negro and colored on their birth certificates, you better type it in the chat room. You type Negro right here. Type Negro. You better claim to stand on your damn land. I'm going to write it because I know
I'm a Negro because I got it on my birth certificate.
Negro.
Yeah. Both my parents on their birth certificates and death certificates says Negro.
Yep, Negro.
Grandparents, both sets. The ones that's out of North Carolina and the ones that's out of Alabama. They'll say Negro on their death certificates. Great grandparents, same thing. Right out of Alabama and Georgia and North Carolina, says Negroes on these death certificates.
Let me ask him, Girly, can you type Negro in the chat if you a Negro? Lou Rios, You got Negro. All right, Juice. Juice. All right, Juice.
Okay, Bad Saint.
Right,
That's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Color or Negro, don't matter.
That's right.
See in the
It's
article,
the same
color,
thing.
return colored people to dark continent. Colored or Negro, don't matter.
Now, Queen Mother,
There
I'm
it is,
looking at this. I'm trying to zoom in, so I pulled over because, like I told you, I'm already hotter than fish grease. But it's a parallel story. This is in Kansas City, correct?
Yeah.
Because it says that in the byline right again. Yeah. And the date on this was 1912, you said?
Yep, 112 years ago.
Now, I didn't know whether you were going to do this mix, but that's why I tried to call you this morning about the black farmers claim.
I already spoke about that.
Okay. Did you get a chance to listen to that interview out of his mouth, though? That's really, I've listened like 5 times already this morning. That's what's got me hot under the collar.
Nah.
Can I share some bullet points?
You can. I mean, but this article, usurps that older precedent. But because this article
but actually the context of the claim is from 1910, claiming in the lawsuit and the discrimination of the USDA in 1965 that we had 20 million acres of land and just shy of 1 million farmers. That's just one bullet point.
Bad Saint, you're correct.
Today, fast forwarding in 2024, it's anywhere between 3.5 to 4.5 million acres. We have lost 96% of the land, and we are in somewhere less than 50,000 farmers. That's the next bullet point.
Yep, you're right.
In addition, during the claim of this alleged $2 billion that they dangling in front of miseducated Negroes, do you know over the last 20 years, the subsidies, which is funded by us, the Indians who should not be taxed, has been in the neighborhood of $1 trillion. Did you know that, my dear?
Yep.
Yeah.
99% of that money went to the squatchulators.
Yeah.
The average, according to John Boyd, the average subsidy of quote unquote white farmers, flag on the play in this community, is $1 million. Would you like to guess what the average support of quote unquote black farmers are today in 2024?
Yeah, they're about, what is it?
$300. Now, are you hotter than fish grease now, Copper Aborigine?
I've been hotter than fish grease. I'm hotter than that. I worked over there I worked in the steel mill, so I know what this heat is. So I worked over there where the steel was melted and shook around like water.
Well, I don't know if you probably have heard of John Boyd. I'm sure you've seen him looking like Johnny Cash, an all black cowboy.
Yeah.
But he recounted an anecdotal story of Farmer Earl. Now, while he sat there and this squatchulating cracker spit tobacco juice in his face, calling them nigga, he said, "I'm not loaning you any of my money," and refused to loan him $5,000 while handing Farmer Earl a check for $157,000. And when he walked out the door, Sister Bethy, he said, "Farmer Earl, come by next week and fill out the paperwork. I just based it on last year's numbers."
Oh, shit. Excuse my expression. God, dog.
Now, when you do get a chance to listen to that interview, I would hope you would share that with the community, my good sister. Because like I said, I've already listened to it like 5 times. I've got quite a number more bullet points to share for the slow bus shorties that want to be a perpetual African slave. Go ahead, Sister Cook.
No, y'all got it. Yo, you got it, love. Y'all got it. Smoke Signal said his birth certificate says nigga.
Yeah, I fell out when I saw when I read that and fell out.
Now one other thing, this is the other bookend that's got me fired up. You know about the Mallorys in Colorado, my sister?
The Mallorys in Colorado?
I think I shot you that article to your text.
Why does that ring a bell?
This is the call. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shoot it to you now. If you could forward, no, look in your email because I think I sent you something, but I'm gonna forward you the DOJ investigation right now. What say you, Copper?
Say that again. I couldn't hear you. I walked out and came right back in. I was in the kitchen and had to walk back in the living room.
The ranchers in Colorado, known as the Mallories. Bethy, I'm sending you the DOJ investigation right now.
I heard about that. I didn't get the full understanding of how that came about, but I heard about it.
Let me see.
They have already cost them over $250,000. They poisoned their cattle. They have done. Matter of fact, I should.
Oh yeah, it's been going on for
to pass
years
the Karen
now.
Act. You heard of the Karen Act?
Yes.
What? You talking about the Black Farmer Discrimination litigation settlement, or Dr. Ray Winbush and John Boyd?
No, that's the actual interview.
Which one you want me to show? Oh, he done fell out.
Oh shoot. There's somebody, I don't know, I can't read her name, not on the screen at least. I think it starts out with Empress on there. If you go back and read what she wrote, now she one of the few people that really know. The rest of them, they'll go to, her right there at the bottom.
Oh, Empress. Okay.
That's
Namity.
She's coming from a scriptural point, and I understand where she's coming from. Because when you do the breakdown of it all, especially in the beginning, after the flood, if people read it correctly, you'll realize they do not teach you about Shem. They keep you locked in on this Ham bullshit, and they keep you locked in on this Japheth bullshit. But they never tell you about Shem, and they damn sure keep you away from knowing about Eber.
Now,
Bamu. Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, you fell off. You fell off.
Well, that's what happened when I told you I'm lighting their ass up.
You're doing more than lighting them up. You got them on fire right now, Alabama. I'm gonna wait for them to come to your door knocking. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, on a serious tip, I shot you the article about the alleged DOJ investigation into the Colorado ranchers. But if you could pull that one up, go about 54 minutes in, just at least hear a few minutes of what John Boyd said out of his mouth. I think you really would like to be enlightened by
the video.
And he's been fighting for over 40 years.
You sent me a couple, but which one?
The one that has the interview. That was the one you just mentioned before I got knocked off. The interview that says Ray Winbush. And John Boyd. But he starts interviewing him about 54 minutes in. You have to fast forward it like 54
All right,
minutes.
let me fast forward it in. Okay.
Yeah, Copper Aborigines. What were you saying?
I was just making a joke. You keep spitting this kind of knowledge out here, they're gonna be knocking at your door.
Well, here's what happened in Colorado. These ranchers, and by the way, both of them are veterans. I believe the woman was a Marine sniper, Chief Morning Thunder.
You talking about that older lady?
No. This is a young couple transplanted from Houston, went to outside of Colorado Springs, got a 1,000-acre ranch, and had a Karen go ballistic next door off of their ass.
All right, I got it up, Babo. Here we go.
In the classroom, that's what teachers have begun to do. Now that we've created this, we've been inviting the teachers out, the parents, the youth. It's online a curriculum, and
when he wraps up with that guy, John Boyd is next
with their PowerPoint. With their TV screen, and then start with the curriculum. And we also have a written curriculum for them, and they can implement it in their classroom. They don't even have to go through the teacher. Through the school system. So we can get it into the school system by empowering people to do it at home, in the classroom, anywhere you have access to the internet. we make this available for people. And now you can implement this. So we think that that's one way to get around the fact that, quite frankly, a lot of our people are involved in perverse behavior that are running the school system. They don't like strong black manhood. That's just the truth. Matter of fact, they don't like manhood, period. They run men out of school environments. And this is one way we found to pierce our way in by giving people that want to do the right thing access to something, tools that they can use to properly train our children.
All right. So, Jeannie, give us a phone number or an email address or a website where folks can get more information.
Sure. You can go to 202-308-1250. Again, that's 202-308-1250. The email, info@ascmovement.org. Again, that's info@ascmovement.org. Or you can go right to Twitter. You go right to Twitter, Ask a Movement, @AskAMovement, the anti-sexualization of children movement. The information is right there, and the flyer is right there where you can get all the same information that I just said to you.
All righty. Thank you, and thank you for the work that you do.
All right. Thank you, Brother Carl. Keep doing the great work.
And thank you for the information you shared with us, too. There's a lot of stuff I know that people have never heard before. So thank you for doing that. That's the Irritated Genius, a researcher in the Washington, D.C. area. It's 8 minutes after the top of the hour, family. Let's say grand rising to John Boyd. John Boyd, welcome back to the program. Is John there on line one?
That was informative, very informative,
This
people.
is John Boyd.
Oh, there you are.
Okay.
Grand rising, John, and welcome back to the program.
Thank you for having me.
And John is the founder of the Black Farmers Association. So John, there's been a settlement because you guys have been at odds with the federal government for years. Before you tell us about the settlement, how long have you been fighting to get what you just received?
41 years, approximately.
41
a very long
years.
time. For a very long time, and after we got it, people was seeming to think that it was something new, and it really wasn't. So we're glad to get the resources, and 45,000 farmers received payments. They went out in the mail last Tuesday, averaging about 83,000 in payments to farmers, and for those who attempted to farm, between 3,000 and 6,000. So we began to hear from farmers receiving various amounts. Some received the maximum, which is 500,000. So we heard from some of our members that received that, and some who received the minimum amount. So some weren't happy about that, but that was the process, and we were glad that $2 billion went out to Black and some other farmers of color.
What took so long, John?
Well, the arc of justice has been slow, and it's been slower for Black people. And I want everybody to understand that, we didn't get subsidies. Black farmers didn't get subsidies the way the white farmers did. We didn't get loans the way the white farmers did. And we lost millions of acres of land at the hands of discrimination at the United States Department of Agriculture. The same federal arm that was supposed to be lifting Black farmers up, fairly and equally, were taking our farmers through illegal practices through the county committee. So this has been going on for decades, and we were tilling 20 million acres of land, and we're down to roughly 3.5 million acres. We were 1 million Black farmers strong in this country, and we're down to hovering somewhere around 50,000. So we lost a lot of land, we lost a lot of farmers, and the payments are good, but it came late. But for those Black farmers that received the money, they can apply it towards their farm, to get some new equipment or pay the taxes, whatever they need to do. I hope that they use the monies for, wisely.
Right. And 10 after the top. Let me ask you this, though. Since it's been 40 plus years, John, there's probably a lot of farmers who lost their farms. Did they still get paid?
Well, yes. Those who had lost their farms were able to participate. So any Black farmer who felt that they were discriminated against prior to 2021. Anybody from 1970 on up to whatever year, up to 2021 could apply, and they made the application very lengthily. So it was a 40-page application. I thought it was too long. And we went out, the NBFA held 60 meetings around the country. And we held in-person FaceTime meetings in the ditches of the South, Selma, Montgomery, all these places, and Jackson, Mississippi, and Philadelphia, Mississippi, all these places that our members where we went there and we held meetings, and some meetings were wall to wall, really packed with farmers. And it took on average of about 3 hours to complete the 40-page application. But we got them in, and a total of 60,000 people applied, and 45,000 were approved at various different levels based on their consequences and levels of discrimination that they face.
All right, hold on, Thor, there. We're going to take a short break, John, and I've got some people who want to talk to you as well. 800-450-7876.
All right. I had enough of that. But blocking ambidextrous, you can hit that link if you want to. Don't be scared. Thank you, Ali Bamu, for that. And I'm gonna put that article I'm gonna put that in the link for you guys to listen to on your own. Copy that whole interview. Here's the link to listen to that entire video that has Ali Bamu hotter than fish grease. And blocking is ambit move. You can hit the link. Oh, Bamu fell off. You can hit the link. Let's go. Come on. Come and beat this primary resource. Hey, Copper.
Yeah, I'm still here. I ain't went nowhere. I was just listening.
Can't get no precedent than this damn article up here, huh?
No, like I said, I knew it as soon as I saw that article. Oh, he back. Great.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
Yeah, you see how they put me in the hunky hole? Now,
yeah,
I heard towards the tail end. Did you hear the last thing he said about the lawsuit? Because I think that might have been when I went to the black hole. Yeah, one last point. If you didn't hear that part of the interview, Ben Crump is fighting for the debt relief. Now, again, this is just my opinion, but this is where I see trichoniggonology. All right, this $4.5 billion that Uncle Jim Crow Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. was crowing about. This a pass through. Now, if they're talking debt relief, first of all, the books be wiped out because they did criminal activity and they did false loans to confiscate the people's lands.
Wait a minute, Alabama. Wait a minute. You forgot one. Unless you're gonna lead into it. Because just a few years ago, we seen the liquidation go down, and they used COVID to cover it up.
Well, see, that's the recent one. 2008 was when they scammed us with derivatives and credit default swaps and the so-called subprime mortgage lending. Remember that? Sister
yes, in the 90s, subprime lending.
Yes.
So when they have done these false loans, and we already know over here we're Indians, not taxed, so that whole thinking process has to be brought into these black-minded people. You feel me? They should not have had First of all, they were confiscating their property. They were using usury, which is unbiblical. They were taxing them with property taxes, all of which should not be something that directly impacts an Indian or the actual American. But if you could bring that article up, my sister, that was the last part of my fish grease. Because if you saw that article with those ranchers in Colorado, they arrested the sister and the brother separately. And they were trying to pass something that's called the Karen Act about these wenches using racial tinged complaints and sicking the law enforcement on us. Have y'all ever heard about that?
Yeah, because it's happening here in Detroit right now.
It's called the Karen Act, the acronym CAREN. And all I was saying, Sister Beth, is that article ties to the article you have, a direct line from the teens in the 20th century to 2024 today. And all these land issues is being convoluted and confused by Negroes who are colored and think that they are black.
Exactly.
Facts.
And wait a minute, Sister Bethy. And this is why I said what I said earlier to you all in the chat. Y'all who couldn't put the word Negro in the word chat or colored, we know y'all. We know what descendants y'all are from. I'm just gonna put it out there. Don't get mad with me because you've been busted today.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna share this one.
That article done shut everybody down. I'm talking about everybody.
Here we go.
Now you see that you see Merrick Garland. You know what's going on here with that photo. But check the date of this article, though, sis. Check the date.
The date is Monday, May 16, 2022.
No. That's the photo. The article itself.
August 18, 2024.
Hello. Can you get any more current than that?
Yeah, they showing it now. They ain't got no other choice.
Department of Justice open investigation around Colorado black farmers. Allegations of ongoing domestic terrorism, police corruption. The federal law enforcement branch will be looking to see if there is a pattern or practice of civil rights violations. A source inside the U.S. Department of Justice confirmed with Arc Republic that the Criminal Justice Agency has started to actively investigate claims made by Black Colorado ranch couple Nicole and Courtney Mallory. The source, who asks to remain anonymous at this time, said that the case would be probed by the criminal section of the Civil Rights Division, which carries the authority to prosecute criminal violations. Arc Republic broke the story of the Mallorys in January 2023 in a series titled Get Out. Their allegations listed a range of hostilities by townspeople and then around Yoder, Colorado, that include race, of violence and intimidation, surveillance and harassment, and continuous attempts to sabotage and confiscate their land and animals. From their account, local law enforcement, namely members of the El Paso County Sheriff Offices,
Wait a minute, Sister Bethany.
Yo,
there's somebody in the chat that asked me a question.
Okay.
Papa Goddess did. It's at the top of the article, of the first article she showed today, where it says the Negro. Could you post that article again so she could see this?
Oh.
And then take it down and finish this off.
Okay. What I'll do, I'll just put this article in the
just
chat.
so she can read the heading. That big heading, that big, beautiful heading.
This is the article Ali Barmu wants everybody to read.
Yeah, the one you have historically talked about the return of the colored people.
Okay. Return of the colored people to dark continent is impossible.
See it now?
Only
See it now, Sister Goddess? See what it say? Negro race has billions in U.S. Negroes, not blacks, not anybody else. Negroes. This article is older than you and me put together.
It's in 1912.
I'm born 1960. Yeah, we had to stop because I want everybody to read that big, bold black letters. And that's why I said, everybody who's a Negro, please put Negro in the chat. Only but a few of us did that. Everybody ashamed of being a Negro? That's on you. I ain't ashamed because I know what it is.
I'll read it again, and then I'm gonna end this show after that because BAP going on. And this is a primary source. It's 1912. Okay.
1912.
Disfranchised. Now you gotta remember when was 1921. Okay, because we had so much shit. All right, I'm gonna read this article. Now y'all know the massacre in Tulsa was in 1921. Now,
Hey,
in knowing this in 1912, this article was written, and it shows you how prosperous we were in 1912.
that's right.
And because of this, that's when the Black Wall Streets became effective in 1921. So this article is in 1912. And it says this ain't disenfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa. Absurd. Impossible. More than $1 billion worth of United States real estate, which he owns in his own damn name in the United States, is not easily to be taken from him. So how do you take it from him? You burn it down. 1921. Besides, the Negro is not an African. He's an American. The Negro is not an African.
Never have been.
Correct. African is a misnomer. Why try to send him to a country which is not his own? What the hell are you going to send him to a country that's not his own? Come on, y'all. Y'all know this is not.
Hey, Charles Clark. Bankrupt the country, the Great Depression. Let me explain something to you, brother. You might want to go read that. When the Depression hit and why the country became bankrupt. It became bankrupt after they destroyed Negro Wall Street, which y'all call Black Wall Street. That's how that Great Depression hit, because they didn't have nothing after that.
Facts. The Negro is not an African. He's an American. African is a misnomer. Why try to send him to a country which is not his own?
And whatever we were known as before the 1500s or 14s, late 14s, whatever we were known as, we just know that there were certain ones that was known by tribes. Now, as far as when you can go back and look up when that word American was applied in this land, it was after the people came here who wrote that up. And that didn't start coming out till what? The 1800s. And they went all the way back another 100 years and started writing up stuff from that time into this time, up until then.
It probably will startle the world when it realizes that we have acquired in the last 50 years, that takes you way back to 1861, over $1 billion in real estate.
You are the descendants of these people.
Is the only beginning of the rapid forward march which the Negro is making as a businessman. The Negro could not help being a businessman. He was surrounded with it in the years of his slavery. He was taught how to drive a bargain in horses or real estate.
Hey, Bad Saint, that's on military records where it says Ameri Indians. I saw my uncle's. He showed it to us, the one that was in Korea and the ones that was in World War II. We saw their military records, and it does have on there Ameri Indians. That's the only time I've ever seen that.
There are over 400 self-supporting newspapers, daily and weekly, owned and published by Negroes in the United States. 3,000 physicians have been graduated from Negro and white schools and are now practicing among their people. 2,000 lawyers have been admitted to the bar in the United States courts of justice, and 380 authors are found among our race. We own 41 schools and colleges, representing an investment of 38,000 and 45 million has been, 38,000 and 45,000 has been spent in church property for Negroes. Negro men own and control 51 banks, which are prosperous and flourishing, and 450,000 has been invested in Negro libraries. And it is significant that in the Southland, Negroes own 180,000 farms on which 50 years ago they toiled the crack of the slave's driver's whip. I tried. Make no fucking sense.
Hey, everybody in the chat, y'all need this article in your homes in a frame so everybody can read this when they come to your homes. And you can teach yourself and your children, because that's the only way this is going to work for us. Because right now, them big bold letters up there at the top, I don't care what case they got, whatever. You walk into the courtroom with this, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
The Negro is a born American, and he feels it is his country.
Exactly.
Africa has no call for him. It is a fairy tale to him. Hello, Warris. What's good?
Hey, how are you? How are you? How's everyone in the house?
Warriors is in the chat. That means I didn't know that.
What's going on, Warris?
Yeah, just came in. I'm pretty good. I'm really enjoying what you're saying. I love what you're doing. Let's keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, we got to. We got to let them know. You know, I'm not going to deal with the Shay Shuns and them. I ain't got time for their madness.
They done, Sister Bethy. Today is their last day.
You seen the little African Shay Shun dancing? The quick.
Yeah.
Hey, last night I had to tell them. Somebody brought. I think it was on Smoke's channel. I got in and I read something that he was putting out there, and he had shown where somebody made the claim that Africans invented breakdancing, and I said that's bullshit.
I'm done.
I know for a fact. I know for a fact that there's not video, but I guess you can call it video. There's there is a. I tell you, when I get excited, I go to stuttering. I'm sorry, people, but y'all gonna have to put up with this. I got to put up with it and don't like it. Let me calm down. There is a film that you all can look at. I'm gonna tell you there's two of them, but there's a film you can look at with these Nicholas brothers. Y'all know them as tap dancers. These jokers.
Oh, yeah. You talking about from the Cotton Club days?
Yeah, them guys was break dancing back in the 1930s.
Yes.
And what I learned about breakdancing when I got arrested in 1974 in New York, visiting my grandparents, when I went back home, we were doing it in the street on cardboard, okay?
Yes.
Police arrested us. I had no idea, because it came to us naturally to do this. I had no idea it was a form of martial arts that is registered in New York as illegal. I learned that in court in 1974. I ain't done it since, because it's a form of martial arts. And if you go back to a certain war in this land where the so-called Germans came in here and thought they were going to take over. Your ancestors used this, what they call today, capoeira. This is a form of martial arts that is natural to us. Some of y'all call it the drunken master. This is nothing to play with. This automatically hits the moment that somebody does something. You go into a trance doing this. Anybody who's ever break dance can tell you they did this in a trance because it was not taught to them. It just automatically came up naturally. And believe me, you can break some necks with this. You can hurt people with this because you all over the place. They're not used to this kind of movement. So we ended up going to jail behind this and ended up going to court. I couldn't wait till that was over with. And when I got out of court, when my grandparents got me out of that, I ain't touched this since. And I hurried up and got out of New York and came back to Detroit. I ain't thought about it. Yeah. We were the first youngsters to get arrested going to juvenile for this.
So listen, y'all. Y'all about to be redirected to BAP channel. Hit the like button. I want to get out of here because I didn't want to plan on staying too long, but I love y'all so much. And I thank y'all for coming in, embracing with me. I love y'all sisters and brothers out there. Y'all stay cool. I'm going to get my body some rest today. I done shut my phone off. So I love you.
All right, much thanks.
Love you too, sister.
Copper Aborigines.
Please email me that article. Please email me that article.
I sure will.
I'm going to make everybody in